today. From
and off we go from Denver. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing on first down. Jensen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Operating from the gun. Jensen. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
On now is the Titans punter. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
I love today's NFL because it is high-flying, big-time action, some risk involved. But how about him eliminating all that last week? 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage.
Yeah, almost 400.
Big-time game.
Oh, Hill, great grab. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They go play action now. Jackson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Inside give to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Throwing to start the drive. Jensen. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 4 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass. The latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second down, Mayo, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jensen. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On 1st down, Mayo, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jensen able to complete this one to McLeod. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Mayo, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Jensen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down now, Mayo. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Mayo, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw on 2nd down, Jensen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game, with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the two-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Flushed out right.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Mayo, and he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jensen. And he's got his man on the out route.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. Back to throw. Jensen, flush to his right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jensen. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he will get into the end zone, so a perfect finish to the...
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On third down, Jensen. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looking to throw. Jensen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
Back to throw. Jensen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Now this is fielded in the end zone.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing is Jackson.
Tyreek Hill's got another one.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Carry now for Elliott. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Elliott will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw. Jensen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw. Jensen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To throw on second down. Jensen. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Randall. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. Looking to throw on second down. Jensen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jensen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses, They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And that will be... Incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jensen finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense. They took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Broncos, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a
I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name on the dot. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch over tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that.
Come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a care, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game.